Welcome to Van Tate's Sports Office, an in-depth look at the world of sports, featuring exclusive interviews with our KRQE News Sports Director, Van Tate, sponsored by Caesars Sportsbook at Route 66 Casino.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Office. Today we caught up with quarterback Diego Pavia. You might remember that name, former New Mexico State quarterback, current Vanderbilt quarterback. We caught up with him during the holiday season to talk about a few things in his life, like the pending issue that he has trying to get more eligibility at Vanderbilt. We also talked about his future. So take a look, take a listen. We hope you enjoy it. Diego, did you see this coming? I mean, I know the last time we talked in office, you were saying like, hey man, I'm going to go down there and change the culture, but did you exceed your expectations?
No, we fell a little short of what we wanted to do. We were in the running for, SEC championship game and things like that, but it was all a blessing this year. We got one more game. We don't know where it's going to be at, but super thankful to be in this position, and I just can't wait for the future.
What, as far as the future, I know that you were trying to get 2 more years of eligibility and all that. Where's that at? Is that completely done, or could that happen?
So tomorrow's a big day for us. We got our meeting with the court, and we'll find out what happens then. But if it's not that, God has plans. Look forward to the NFL draft and see what happens, see what team wants to take me.
You talk about the NFL draft. Since all of this has happened, have you been in conversations with people and talked to people? I mean, whatever you can tell me that has blown your mind, where you were like in a situation where, hey man, this is going to work out.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to my coaches. Scouts come in and talk to them on my future. I just had an opportunity. I ran with it. People say we couldn't win at Vanderbilt. You couldn't do this. I'm just a guy from New Mexico. You know what I mean? Just proving a point. But other than that, it's been a journey for sure. It's been an awesome one.
You say I'm a guy from New Mexico. How many of those people actually know that New Mexico is in the United States? Because when we first moved to New Mexico, all my friends would say, like, you live in Mexico, right?
Yeah. We were out the other day, Sunday, and we were in Nashville, or it must have been Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. And some guys, oh, you're from Mexico? And my brother was like, nah, the new one. Yeah, so it's just a joke we cracked when we're over there.
What's been the most fulfilling thing of this season? Since you said, I know you guys wanted to win an SEC championship, but you've come a long way. You've done a lot of stuff, man.
I would say once we beat Auburn and became bowl eligible for the first time since I think 2018 was an accomplishment. I'm just super thankful to have the teammates that I do, though. There's the connections that are at Vanderbilt and all the people that I met at Vanderbilt, even just like the students there, is just awesome.
As far as you getting everybody to believe and stuff like that, man, what was that like, man? Was that like pulling teeth? Because, I mean, you've done this. I told one of the guys down there at the CBS affiliate that you've done this everywhere you've been. I said, this is all I know from him. And so what was it like to pull people along?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't believe, and there were some kids on the team were like, okay, we might be pretty good now. And it was just like changing the culture and making people believe. But even after like some of the games, they would come up to me and just be like, thank you, man, thank you. I'm like, bro, you're on the team too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would just tell them, hey, thank you back, and just, but football's ups and downs, and you just got to stay level between that little bar. So that's all I try to do.
I was on Halloween. I saw kids dressed up as Diego Pavia, man, in Nashville. What is it like in Nashville for you, man?
I love Nashville. Eventually, I want to buy a house, build a house down there, and probably have my family move out there, buy a house soon, and have my sister live with me, and maybe play hoops out there. But I don't know, just taking it day by day right now, and we'll see what happens tomorrow in the courtroom, and then from there on.
Yeah, because if you get a couple of years of eligibility, that would be big for you. That'd be like, you can really solidify your legacy there.
Yeah, I mean, this was just like chipping at the iceberg for Vanderbilt football. I mean, if I get another year, I feel like we'll blast off and be a true contender in the SEC.
And say if you don't get another year, do you feel like you've done enough to like get in somebody's training camp and stuff like that for the NFL? Because you've always been proving yourself, but you've always had to take that road because you always had to prove yourself, no matter what. I mean, people did the eye test and they still would, like, you had to prove it again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's all what they prefer. Like some people prefer a tall quarterback, some people prefer a quarterback that can run, and it's all what you can game plan with and who can fit your style and just things like that. And I feel comfortable where I'm at, and I just want to get drafted.
Yeah. What's been the most surprising thing about playing in the SEC? Because I remember before you left, you said, I'm trying to be the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I would say the most impressive thing was that you got to be ready week to week. Like, it ain't no, like, when someone says they're good and they're on the SEC, drop them in the SEC and see how good they are, because they got to do it every single week. Like, you can take some weeks off in these other conferences, but the SEC is like no joke.
Well, and when you play like that, man, like, that must be fun, man, to play at that level, because you wouldn't be playing the game if it wasn't fun. And you know that feeling you get playing football. You know?
It's football's one of a kind.
Yeah.
I'm super blessed for what football, it has done for me in my life and the people that I met through football. But like playing in front of 100,000 fans every single week, there's nothing like that. I like my dreams when I was a little kid. I can go back to myself and say like, hey, like, you accomplished some of your dreams this year. So just super proud of myself. I still got more to chase. I want to play in the league. I want to win Super Bowls, and I just want to be the best.
Have you run into any celebrities and stuff like that knew you? Because I know that I'm saying this because the late great Johnny Tapia, 5-time world champion. I remember Johnny would be someplace, and like him and what's the actor, Mickey Rourke. When they first saw each other, they're like, hey, have you been anywhere and any stuff like that happened with you?
Yeah, so I went to a UFC fight with me and we got invited by a guy who's really high up there, and he took care of us. We were VIP ever, like, it was amazing, like one of the best experiences of my life. But we met some cool people, and then Jelly Roll was. He came out, he's like, Diego, what's up, man? And I was like, oh, shit, he knows me. And I was like, okay, that's tight. But there's been a few other people, like Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn knows me. He even knows my best friend Fluff. Like, we were on FaceTime. Oh yeah. And he's like, man, where Fluff at? And just Fluff's right there. So, but we got a podcast that's like slowly going.
I saw some of that.
Yeah. It's just jokes and stuff, and just having a good time and just talking about like football or life and things like that. But he's gonna get on it soon, and just talk about him too.
Have you met some of your favorite football players? Like, guys that it's surreal when you're standing there with them.
I met Vince Young after we played Texas, and me and him, we call about once a week and just chop it up, and just he's someone who like actually like cares about someone like me, and he reaches out and just asks like, yo, how you doing? How's your mentor? Like, right, just how's life?
And I believe he has a connection here. I think his wife is from Rio Rancho.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when you come back here and you see like some of the quarterbacks or just football players around here trying to keep New Mexico on the map, I also asked Urlacher and Nota Brigade III about New Mexico athletes. Is that one of those things that you want to just keep? Hey man, we got to keep uplifting the home people.
Yeah, eventually I want to be a coach. I don't know whether it's college or high school yet. I don't know how the recruiting stuff works, but I want to be at a place where I could recruit and bring in kids and have some of my guys work for me and be the head coach and just build a powerhouse here in New Mexico.
NIL, man. You talk about college, you talk about high school.
Shoot, you know how it works now. There's going to be NIL in high school everywhere. So, I already told some kids on Vanderbilt, like, hey, like when I'm a head coach of the team, I'm gonna need some money now. And they're like, yeah, we got you.
Yeah, because it's changing the game. Do you look at like back in my day, we couldn't even dream of getting $1, man.
Yeah,
and now you guys, like we even had, it was strict rules about even working in the off season and all that stuff. And now you guys get all this, like you can make your living from college football. You can make enough where if you didn't go to the league, you'd be all right.
Yeah, there's kids making freaking, that freshman that's committed to Michigan, he's making like freaking 8 figures. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, like he hasn't even touched the college football field yet. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of promise in college football, and a lot of guys they deserve the money. There's a lot of things around college football that they should be getting paid.
Well, some of that, and I want to hear your take on this. Are you a legacy guy or are you a money guy? So, because some people chase the bag, but if you got it good where you are and you're building a legacy, would you prefer that where people will remember you for years on end, or just, he got paid and he's gone?
Yeah, I'm a legacy guy. Wherever Jerry Kill's at, I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's someone who took a chance on me, and I'm a loyal person. So wherever he could go to FCS, like, and he'll be the head coach, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Like, that's just someone how I am, how my family is, how my brothers are.
Yeah.
We're just loyal people in everything we do, and
yeah, you have been loyal, man, to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even like just texting you, like, just someone who's been there, like, from the jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Now that you said, I was like, man, that's true, man.
Yeah. So just things like that. But yeah, I'd rather leave a legacy somewhere than go chase money, because chasing money ain't forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Your relationships are everything.
Exactly. So that's why I follow Jerry Kill.
Speaking of Jerry Kill, man, he must be just having the life of Riley, man, like enjoying himself, because, he doesn't have all the headaches of a head coach, but he's there and he's doing the stuff he loves.
Yeah, no, I came here and he's like, make sure you tell head coach, Coach Lee, and I was like, okay. So I called Coach Lee, and he's like, yeah, it's fine. I forget to call Coach Kill, Coach Beck back, and they're like, hey, why aren't you at Lyft? And I'm like, I'm in Albuquerque. What are you talking about? And they're like, oh, like, why don't you tell us? Why don't you? And it's just, but they trust me. You know what I mean? They know I'm not doing something stupid or just going out, just causing havoc.
We'll get back to the episode in a moment. Monica Wicki here, host of New Mexico Living. I wanted to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Route 66 Casino and Caesars Sportsbook. If you love sports and like having a little action on the game, Caesars Sportsbook is your go-to destination. For rewards and more info, go to Route66Casino.com. Now back to the episode.
How do you make her great? Because you had to dig down deep, even when people doubting you. I mean, that's hard to do that, man, to keep coming back when people are doubting you and you're just working. I mean, you never doubt yourself. Yeah,
I mean, there was I started a thing called D1D, and it was like history in the making on the bottom, and like I didn't even have a Division I offer, you know what I mean? And I was calling myself D1 already, and it was just like a vision that I saw, and it's just never lose that faith that you have in yourself, you know what I mean? And that's something I'll never do.
You got to be just, I don't know what your thoughts are like, man. When you think about your journey, man, like no offers, go to NMMI, turn it out over there, win a national championship, go to New Mexico State, 10-win season your second year there, and now you're at Vanderbilt. You're an SEC quarterback, man. You must be thinking, man, this journey has been like,
right.
I mean, I'm surprised they haven't. Maybe they have approached you about doing your story.
There's a thing coming out that a lot of people will like soon. I can't give too much detail about it.
Yeah,
it's underground. But before the next football season, I can guarantee there will be something out about
about that journey.
About
that's
about
a script,
me,
man.
And then later a journey. So we'll be super excited to do that. And my brothers too, like, they love being a national. Like, people, like, my brother wears the overalls and stuff, and there's kids dressing up as him as Halloween. Like that like I love that stuff.
That's hilarious.
I love that stuff. So
well, you know, your brother is he's not hard to miss. It's the one that I met at the pep rally. I think your brother looks exactly like you, but you guys are just different in size, man. And it tripped me out when I looked at him. I was like, twins, man.
Yeah, no, there's some knuckleheads, but like even Vandy took them in and just like embraced them for who they are. Like they. At Vanderbilt, it's a lot whitewashed there, so and it's just like they're like some people are like, oh, like freak, like that ain't the right way how to do it, but like we're winning, so like, oh, freak it, let's do it, you know what I mean? So it's it's just like changing the culture a little bit, but other than that, man, I can't say enough good things about Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and being at Vanderbilt, do you feel like they try to treat you like big man on campus? Huh? Like, do you have you know, I know like when people go to the NBA, NFL, stuff like that, they actually take these guys like classes and stuff like that, telling them about like beware of this certain kind of woman or whatever. People trying to get a come up. Do you have to deal with all that stuff?
I feel like Vanderbilt's different. It's our population isn't that high, but yeah, that stuff's everywhere. But I'm to myself. Like I just like to chill and
just go somewhere high.
Yeah. Just chill and be by myself, hang out with my friends. My best friend lives with me out there, so I just come home. We chill all day and watch film. Like he'll be watching film. He'll test me on my stuff and make sure I'm ready for the game. And then like the students there are just, man, I can't say enough good things. Like I wish I could tell you the stories.
Oh, they're crazy. Yeah, this sports office on TV now. Yeah. Hey, so Diego, I know you got to get out of here. Just a couple more things. Green chili. Do you are you going to get some to take home with you and take back to Nashville with you? And have you introduced Nashville to green chili?
So there's this spot out there. It's a Mexican spot. It's called Cinco de Mayo, and we go. All the quarterbacks and Eli Stowers would go every Wednesday before the game. It's called QB dinner, and we all went. And, you know, they love us up and have a good time. And they're like, hey, like, you from New Mexico? Like, let's get the hatch green chili. Like, what do you want? What do you want with it? And so they make hatch green chili chicken enchiladas. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so they make it every Wednesday, and
that's cool, man.
When the family goes out there too, they take care of them, and you know, so just. I'm just so grateful for Nashville. It's awesome.
That's cool, man. You got to stay now. Some of that comfort food, man. You got to stay in football shit, right? I mean, they become, man. Like you in the South, man. You could go buy a slice of pound cake at 3 a.m, man.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. You can get what you want. Like if you want to eat like a big old cinnamon roll, man, you can. It's on, you know.
Yeah, no. The South is different in every aspect. Like from New Mexico, it's a whole new world out there, and Broadway's a whole new world,
yeah.
But it's been amazing. I wouldn't change my journey for anyone else's, and I wouldn't want it any easier than, you know, any easier, any harder than how it's been. I mean, I love my journey. I love where I'm from, and it keeps me humble.
Very important question here, man. Where'd you get that piece around your neck?
I got it from my jeweler, man.
So tell me about that piece, man. Like everybody be asking you about it or what?
Yeah. No. This ain't even.
It's not the showcase piece.
No, it's I don't do too much.
Smart.
I bought one of my left tackles a chain that's pretty penny.
You know what? I saw you talking about you were gonna buy it. You did that for real?
Yeah. I bought him a chain. It's like one of those you see the NFL players with it. And has his initials and. But he earned it.
He's doing his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job good too.
All right, man. Any parting words for New Mexico at all or anything?
Sure. I love y'all, and I'll be back soon.
Hope you enjoyed this edition of the Van Tate Sports Office. We'll see you next time.